How y'all doing? This is Steven with Merk Farms Hunting, just posting another weekly update. I think I'm about possibly, I think about a week behind. Was on vacation most of last week, so that was a great time, refreshed, renewed. And so today, though, just going to give you an update on kind of what's going on with the flow of the hunting lease business, and also highlight a tract that's still open and available that I like and why I like it. So yeah, it's been a super busy week. A lot of tracts of land have been leased. The next website update probably within 2 days is going to have a lot of tracts deleted. A lot of land's been leased over the last few days all over. I believe I'm actually at this moment going to be out of Indiana, maybe just down to one tract. Kentucky still have a good bit. I had a bunch there, and some of the other states, Ohio, but I have been tracking about 30 to 40 open leases. Probably next web update is probably going to be pared down to about maybe closer to 20. So a lot of activity this week, people getting in and getting property leased before big time hunting really starts. So if you're looking for a lease, there's still some great ones. You need to jump on there, jump on them. Also, as I mentioned several times before, October's close. Anything that's open, the price really isn't going to drop. October, November comes around and things just extend. You may get an extra month or two of hunting. So if you're waiting for price drops this time of year, it's kind of a pain. A lot of people that are looking for land, they want to get into price debates and things like that. But again, I keep explaining the way the cycle works. I've done it over 10 years. Not really worried about if a property's open now because I know I'll probably get at least in November, December at the latest, just with people that are going to get extra time value. So if you want to go ahead and get in, you need to go ahead and get in now. And in fact, some of the Ohio, Kentucky tracts of land where I've got a lot of land, a lot of great land open, as I've already been presenting to people. Those leases are running until the end of spring turkey at one price, or if you want to go ahead and offer through the end of 2025, that's fine as well. That owner is kind of open to already taking those types of offers. No one has yet. A lot of land's moving there. I have a lot more land there. And, but again, that's on the table if you like. So a lot of activity, not a lot of new prospecting going on. This time of year kind of settles down until about December. I do have properties that renew near the end of the year. So already in about November, December, people make the renewal decisions, and we go ahead and kind of kick the cycle all over again. So it's going to happen fast. October's almost here. And really, even after Halloween, by Thanksgiving, people are already paying for 2025, already either non-renewing. And then for whatever reason, owners tend to call me a good bit over the winter. Maybe they have more time to think about things when they start getting those property tax bills. So really, I'm 30 to 60 days of just that whole thing starting over again. And really my peak season for sure is in full swing by Thanksgiving. And for sure Christmas time. So it's really close. Best of luck out there hunting and peak hunting is getting to be imminent. Me personally, Halloween weekend is really the best week of hunting. I like personally, if you're trying to pattern a deer, they're active and interested in those in most of the areas that I deal with, but they're still kind of holding to where they're going to be. By the time Thanksgiving comes or wherever you're at, the rut's in, they're pretty much gone from wherever you saw them through the summer and things like that. But you're picking up deer that you've never seen before that somebody else is really liking. So really, at the end of the day, the deer move all over, especially the months of October, November especially, or whenever your rut's in. And really, you can't be tripping out because the deer you've had on camera is gone. Well, you know what? That's going on with everybody. I mean, maybe a better deer that John Hunter saw 2 properties over, they're gone too on your property. So you can't really trip out about it. I mean, it's not high fence, it's fair chase. Deer are going to wander all over. They're basically like a really great goat that I'm glad we have, but they're just going to move all over. So again, best of luck there. Also, just keep on coaching people up on, going to deal with us. We're very secure with our information, very private with our information, especially location information, especially this time of year. I almost never answer any questions. I'll just get a random text, hey, where's this property at? Or, hey, what's open in this area? Or I just don't have time for that. There's processes on the website to go through that, I found works, and especially works to prevent all the various unethical and fraudulent things that people will do. It's just the bottom line. I've done it a long time, and I've seen a lot. So there's the reason why the processes are there. So you can't really take it wrong if you're watching this and you've never really dealt before. Easy to see, I've done it over 10 years. And if I'm kind of shepherding to the processes, it's because they're there for a reason. I don't know if you're the next person to try to do something unethical or illegal. So I'm going to go ahead and use my processes that I've found works to vet that out. And again, everything in writing. Like, I get a lot of people, can I get on a call? Can I get on a call? Again, Coach Jim, it's just everybody's wanting a call. I have no idea who I'm talking to. I've got no idea. It'd be impossible for me to have a memory of a phone number, of what was said, what you said was said. It's just impossible for me to do that. So the writing is important, especially this one guy was trying to get me on the phone, and everything worked out. We went through the processes and, leased a property and paid a good price. But well, I want to make sure we get on the phone. And I said, look, the phone these days is the least valid, a phone call is the least valid method these days. I mean, just to have everything go in air. I mean, as you've seen, I'm sure there's plenty of AI bots that can simulate phone conversations. That's been going on for a year or two already, maybe longer. And, like I tried to point out to them, like, how do you know who you're talking to? I mean, how do you know I'm on the phone for real? Like, my verified emails I've used for a decade, verified texted phone numbers that I've used for over a decade, looking at the YouTube, looking at the videos I might have done for over a decade. That's highly more verifiable than jumping on a phone call with my voice. So again, there's a reason why I do things, and it's actually to help you out as well. Like, I keep trying to tell people, don't you want a written record of what we're saying? I know I do, because I want to know what I said to you, and you should know what I said to you. So anyway, that's just the way it goes. But I understand that's kind of the old school method, but it's way better to just continue to do everything with the emails and text as much as possible. Again, as you might be thinking about jumping on and getting into the hunt and lease, or contacting or connecting, that's just the way it is. So that's going to be the most helpful. And again, just know that I may not respond if you just say, hey, where's this at? Especially if you're not a member, especially if you don't have your driver's license. Because look, the dynamics of it are, and why the membership exists along with the security and everything like that, is I don't wander around and just say, where's a hunting lease at? And then I magically get it, and the landowner magically wants me to do something for them. No, I mean, you're asking in 5 seconds a question that sometimes took me years to find. Where's this at? Well, I mean, let me tell you, it took me, 3, 4, 5 years, maybe a year, maybe, tons of calls, letters, emails. It took me a long time to find where that property's at and establish a great relationship there. So, I'm not just going to jump on like, oh, in 5 seconds, I'm going to just give you what took me countless amounts of effort on. And again, that's why the membership's there. That's why I have to make a little bit of money to keep things moving on. But also that's why the processors are there, because, it's unreasonable for me to answer your question in 5 seconds. It took me years to do. So again, jump on the processes, the driver's license, the membership, All that stuff's there. It's there for many reasons. I could take time explaining, like I just explained. Again, in 1 second, even if you're a member, it's way more convenient to you working with me than what it was for me to find out what I'm getting you hooked up with and where we're going to place you for hunting. So it's way easier for you, no matter what. No matter what, it's way easier for you. It's way cheaper for you, no matter what. I promise you, I spent more time and more money on the property than you have. So again, that's why, the processes and the memberships and things like that are there. All right, let's jump into a property that's still open at this moment, and going to focus again where I've got a lot of land, a lot of great land. It's open because it was late summer. I've worked on these properties since February, trying to get them out in a good market when a lot of you all were looking for land. Now it's a little bit later, so I understand the cycle's different, but the land there is moving. But this one, I really like. I'm kind of surprised that this one is still here, because properties in this area have gone in this price range. And I'm surprised why it's being overlooked. I don't really get it. But let's look at the Ohio County, Kentucky 126 acre tract that is still open. As you see, I've got it listed as manageable just because of the size. It is okay size, 126. Definitely not something that probably fall in the likely range. Depending on how it laid, it could still be a property I would have labeled as lucky, but this is manageable because it's just in another big block of hunting land. And again, the general management of this area is more or less kind of the same and being managed. It lays, well, so that's why it's manageable. It's in a great county for great deer. A lot of great deer come out of that county. It's right there along, where Muhlenberg's at, and Butler and all those counties do produce some great wildlife. Also, I like it because it's the type of land I like hunting. It's really just been left alone. It's got good woods on it. It's got some cedar thickets on it. I would actually prefer maybe just a little bit more cedars mixed in here and there. It's not super old timber, though, to where there's no understory, so you do get a good mix of that in there. And it lays easy. Walked it. Besides maybe one high wall in that, in one corner of it, it's really kind of easy walk around. And again, a great feature of it's got an absolutely amazing lake on it. Awesome, easy to access. The banks look easy all around for fishing. There were lots of geese and ducks on it whenever I was there in February. So you got your waterfowl, fish, deer, turkey, a great area. And the price right now is reasonable. Like I said, I keep telling y'all, I don't really go into pricing a whole lot because it may change. If you're watching this video, 5 years from now, obviously the price is going to be different. And I'm not going to go through that. You remember, jump on there 5 years from now. Oh, you said this was only blank and it's this. Yeah. Well, I don't discuss prices. I mean, prices change, as you might imagine. If you're a consumer, I'm sure you've seen your car prices change, your gas prices change, your home prices change, your bill price, everything changes. So, but for the money, it's priced very good right now. This will be one that for sure, if it's still around in a month or two, will probably stay the same or maybe clip up a little and add in time. And then also, because it's got great waterfowl opportunity, it should be a good property that people can get in there and, do some great waterfowl hunting in over the winter as well. A great landowners, typical of mine, absentee investment type landowner where, again, don't really have any attachment to the land, going to be able to kind of use it and set it up how you want, just being professional, not robbing trees and things like that, but have a lot of access there. And that is always great as well. Also convenient to several interstate exits. You can get, you can get up and down, and within, I don't know, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes of an interstate exit from this property. It's conveniently located among several little Kentucky towns with plenty of hotels. And I was actually over there early, just maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, doing some more meetings on this property and others. And, like I said, it's a great area for hunting. A lot of the hotels full up with those, $50,000, $80,000 trucks with stands in the back, $15,000, $20,000 side by side or four wheelers and trailers. And again, that's the stuff you're all running around with to do, a lot of you all on hunting leases. So again, that's why I don't kind of, hear you out on all your price complaints, because, the equipment that you're rolling up there with, you paid plenty for, so you can pay a little bit for the land to actually use it and hunt it. So anyway, this is Steven. It's the last week of September. Just wanted to post that up, give you updates. A lot of things have moved, and there's still a lot of good land left, especially Kentucky, Ohio, down to just a few in Tennessee. Indiana, again, got a couple in Missouri. Iowa still available. So, and the Missouri ones are really fabulous too. Somebody will get on those here shortly, I'm pretty convinced. So, anyway, look forward to, giving you another update soon. Try to cut one next week. Stay on pace with this. Steven, Merk Farms Hunting. Interested in hunting leases, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, even have a few bit that we service in Florida. If for some reason you're a landowner popping on here, hit me up. Been doing this over 10 years, probably the best individual person in the whole United States doing it, especially as far as visibility, transparency, professionalism, experience, history. And so anyway, I'm probably the best to work with if you're a landowner kind of bumping on this as well. You're not really going to find anybody else out there like me in this hunting land space. So anyway, look forward to meeting you. Send me a text, email's best.